Hey veterans, Travis Studdard, Veterans Disability Attorney here, talking to you today again about your VA disability rating for a cardiac or heart-related condition. And I want to talk to you a little bit about a situation that I've seen in some of the heart-related ratings cases that I've handled, where the VA, either intentionally or perhaps by error, I don't really know, but it seems pretty straightforward to me, but I keep seeing this in their ratings decisions where they're creating error, and of course that error is not in your favor. It's giving you a lower disability rating than what you're really entitled to. And here's what I'm talking about, and I'm going to go through an example with you to make this a little bit clearer. But you know, I'm an attorney, and to an attorney, words mean something. Every word in a statute, every word in a code section has a particular meaning, and each word in there has some importance. And there's actually a case law saying that every word that's included in a statute or regulation should be considered and given its full importance. So here's how the VA is not doing that in some situations. Some of these ratings for heart-related disabilities have, let's say, 3 different ways that you can get a rating at a particular ratings level. You can have this symptom or objective finding, or this one, or this one. Okay, 1, 2, or 3. Well, the VA, kind of in a little bit of sleight of hand or whatever you want to call it, takes out or and mandates that veterans prove and. You must have 1 and 2 and 3. Well, as you can see, most veterans are probably not going to have all 3 of those findings, but they may have 1 of those 3, and therefore they should get that rating at that particular level. Let me tell you an example here, and this is one that I've dealt with in the past. Arteriosclerotic heart disease, also known as coronary artery disease. Let's just look at the 100% level, and I've got the language right here. So you can qualify for a 100% rating if you have chronic congestive heart failure or a workload of 3 METs or less that result in cardiac symptoms, or you can have left ventricular dysfunction with an ejection fraction of less than 30%. Now, if you're saying, well, what is METs and what is left ventricular dysfunction and ejection fraction, I go through that in one of my previous videos on diagnostic testing, and you can check that out and learn more about what exactly those terms mean. But here, for purposes of this example, we don't have to know exactly what those mean. It's more that I want to illustrate the point of you can have the heart failure or symptoms at a particular level of exertion, or you can have diminished ability of the heart to pump blood out. And you only have to have 1 of those 3. But what I've seen the VA doing is saying, in this particular case I'm thinking of, they said, well, you have a MET score of 3 or less. However, your ejection fraction is not less than 30%. Therefore, you do not qualify for a 100% rating. You stay at 60%. Well, guess what, VA? That's not what the regulation in the diagnostic code section says. It says you have to have 1 or the other. And curiously, they ignored the congestive heart failure altogether. They didn't say you don't have that one, and that's another reason that you don't get the 100%. So again, if you are denied the higher rating level that you think you deserve, look to see the reasoning behind it. Did VA say, well, yes, you met 1 of those criteria, but you didn't meet all 3, or you didn't meet 2 of the 3? You only have to meet 1 if it says or instead of and. Don't let them switch it up and make more requirements for you than what the law requires. Again, this is a trick I see the VA doing. It results in ratings less than what they should be for deserving veterans. But again, a lot of times that veteran gets a 60% rating and says, hey, I won. That's great. Well, guess what? Maybe they should have gotten a 100% rating, which is a considerable difference in monthly benefits. So again, if you get a ratings decision with that, look for that. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to review that ratings decision for you and help you appeal that if I find error in their substitution of and or on any of the other grounds that they commonly create error in. Hope that helps. Give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, check out the other videos and go to our website, winyourvetclaim.com, for more information on how we may be able to help or how you can handle your claim yourself. Thanks for watching today.